Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about when a narcissist will hoover you. When do you think that narcissist is going to hoover you and come back? All right. And we know that most narcissists will come back and will hoover you. Okay. Not every narcissist does hoover you, but most of them do. At some point, that narcissist is going to try you. All right. So I'm going to give you the 10 most popular times a narcissist is going to come back and hoover you, all right? Number one, and one of the most obvious times a narcissist tries to hoover you is the holidays, all right? Come the holidays, Christmas time, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, narcissists look at it as an opportunity to break the ice, and they know that you're emotional at that time. A lot of people, especially if you're an empath, you may be very emotional when it comes to holidays, because when holidays come around, people are thinking about the past, they're thinking about their loved ones. So what better time to sit there and get a text from the narcissist saying, Merry Christmas, right? And it makes people, it stops people dead in their tracks, because you haven't heard from this narcissist in a while. And all of a sudden you get that text, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, right? On the holidays. And you're like, well, what do I do here? Okay. What do I do? If I don't text them back, then, I look like this cold person. It's the holiday time. It's the time to spread, love and kindness and cheer. Well, yeah, that's true, except when you're dealing with a narcissist. So when that narcissist tries you, you have to give them no response. You have to stay no contact, no matter what, you guys. Because the minute that you let that narcissist, the minute you respond to them, number one, you're feeding that narcissist and you're giving them a response, and that's what they want. They want to break the ice. They want access to you. And if you truly want to heal and you truly want your peace, you cannot even text back Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah to them, all right? You can't. You have to stay cold and no response. The other time that narcissists love to hoover you is birthdays, of course. They'll send you the happy birthday text, and you're like, well, I could respond because it's, that was nice of them to think about my birthday and everything. Well, no, it wasn't, because they're not sending you the happy birthday text because they care about your birthday. They're doing it for a purpose, to manipulate you. I had an ex-narc who texted me on Thanksgiving, texted me on Christmas, texted me on New Year's Eve, texted me on my birthday, and texted me on Mother's Day, okay? And in each time throughout that year, I did not respond. And he kept trying to text me, all right? And with the usual happy birthday, happy new year, this and that. Why? Not because he cared about wishing me a happy new year or Merry Christmas or happy birthday, but because he wanted something that I had. He was being manipulative. So in the past, I used to send that text back, because I like to reciprocate to people, that are being kind or do something nice. But then I realized that, this is a game. This is a game. This is not a person that is contacting you to wish you a happy holiday or happy birthday. They don't give a shit about the holidays with you or your birthday. What they care about is what you have that they want. That is the only reason that they are hoovering you. That's what you got to keep in mind. It's not because they're being sentimental and they're thinking about you on the holidays or your birthday. It's because they want to weasel their way back in. And so they will use the holidays. They will use birthdays. They will use, if you're a parent, a mother or father, you'll get the text, Happy Mother's Day or Happy Father's Day. Okay. It's a way, it's an indirect way for them to open the line of communication and have you respond back. Then after you respond back to them, let's say you take the bait and you respond back to them, then the next thing they'll do is text and say, how you been? How you been? All right. And what does this do now? This opens the line of communication for this toxic narcissist to be communicating with you and having a way to get back and try to get that supply out of you. You have to be colder than ice if you want peace and you don't want mess in your life. So you don't owe the narcissist a response. This person was a liar. This person may have been a cheater. This person played you for a fool. This person wasted your fucking time. So now, what makes them think that they could come back and try to use the holidays or birthdays or Mother's Day, Father's Day, or New Year's Eve or anything like that, to come back into your life? Don't be a sucker, okay? Don't be a sucker. You're dealing with a deceiver who's using that to indirectly have access to you and get back into your life because they want to use you again, okay? And believe me, I used to fall for this, all right, with my ex. I used to get those texts and I was like, oh, that was nice, happy Thanksgiving and this and that. And it was because he wanted something from me, okay? The purpose was not to be nice. The purpose was because he wanted something out of me, all right? So the next time a narcissist will hoover you, okay? Those were the obvious times they will hoover you. The next time they will hoover you is when they're doing badly, when things aren't going well for them, when they're, not happy with the new supply, maybe they want something out of you, okay? So the next time that you will hear from a narcissist is when they're not doing well, or when they're bored with the new supply, or they want something out of you, okay? Now, moving along to times when you will, the narcissist will hoover you. The next time that a narcissist would hoover you is when you're doing well, okay? When you're doing well, the narcissist wants a piece of your wellness, okay? Your success. Let's say you're doing well in your business, you're making lots of money, your career is taking off, and guess what? That narcissist knows it because that narcissist has been watching you. They may see you posting things about you opening up a new business, or you doing well, or you posting on social media about how your career is doing well, and you get the text from the narcissist, how you been, or how are you, okay? That's because the narcissist wants to get in, they want supply, and they want access to your success, all right? If they feel you're doing well, maybe they feel that you will do something for them, help them out in some way. Maybe they'll try to, ask you for money or, weasel their way back in so they could become a part of your business, all right? So that may be another time that the narcissist may hoover you, is when you're doing well. Next time a narcissist may hoover you, when you're in a new relationship, all right? Nobody loves to come back and hoover you more than your ex-narcissist when they see you've moved on and you're happy. They want to sabotage you, okay? So that's why you have to keep your social media, everything private. I know a lot of people like to, throw it in the narcissist's face, like I've moved on, I'm doing well, this and that, but you are leaving yourself open for attack when you do that, because it's going to upset the narcissist. It's going to cause them to have a narcissistic injury, all right, because they are hurt because you're doing well and they may not be doing well. They never want to see you do better than them, okay? So what will that narcissist do? They may jump on your social media and start liking your pictures with the new beau, all right? Or the new woman, if it's a male. And they'll try to play games with your head by liking all the pictures that you have with the new with the new person that you're with. You've moved on, okay? You've healed. Now you're moving on with somebody and they don't want to see you move on. So they're going to try to get back in your head. And they'll do that by maybe, calling you from another number, maybe reaching out to people that you know to tell them, they're thinking about you, how you been, all right? Because when they can't get access to you, because a lot of people come back at me and they say, well, I block the narcissist. They have no way of getting in touch with me. Well, that narcissist could reach out to a family member. That narcissist could reach out to one of your friends. There's many ways a narcissist could get access to you if they really wanted to, okay? They could call you from another number. They could have another social media profile, and most of them do, that you don't even know about. And they could still be on your page with that other social media catfish profile and be seeing everything that you're doing. How do I know that? Because I went through that with a very sick, malignant narcissist who was on my Facebook page, and he had multiple catfish profiles that I didn't know about, that he friended me with. So when I had blocked him, he had other profiles that he was still able to watch me from, okay? So this is the sneaky stuff that these narcissists do. Now, understand this. A lot of things are Hoovers. When they reach out to you on the holidays, a phone call, a text, reaching out on social media, this is all a Hoover. When they are watching you, all right, on social media, maybe from another profile that they have, a catfish profile, that is still hoovering. So some people come back and they say, well, the narcissist never hoovered me. I didn't hear from the narcissist. Well, you don't necessarily know that, because they could have been hoovering you on your social media from another profile that you don't know about. Because here's one thing that I do know, and I know these narcissists inside out because I have been around them my whole life, okay? Listen to me when I tell you. I have studied these people inside out, and especially the covert narcissist. I know them inside out. And one thing I will tell you is that they are always watching you. They are watching you because they're jealous, they're envious, they want to see how you're doing, they're nosy. So 99% of the time, that narcissist is hoovering, even if they have another supply. They will have downtimes with that other supply. Maybe the other supply is at work. Maybe they're fighting with the other supply. Maybe they woke up early. They went on their phone. They're on social media, and ding, 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 they're thinking about you, their ex, and they want to see, and they're scoping it out on social media or on the internet to try to see what's going on with you, right? What's going on with you? Because the narcissist never, ever wants to see you do well. So if they see you doing well, they're going to try to think of some way to sabotage you. And the way they do that is to get into your head and, kill you with kindness, re-love bomb you, okay? Or when they see they're not doing well, they could try to provoke you. They could try to post something really nasty about you, all right, so that it gets back to you, so that your friends see something. I had a narcissist one time, when I had him blocked, he posted something on my girlfriend's page, all right? And she was like, why is he posting things on my page? Because he was trying to irritate me and get to me by posting on her page, okay? So this is how narcissists will hoover, and these are the times that narcissists will hoover. So let me recap here, all right? They'll hoover around the holidays. They'll hoover around birthdays. They'll hoover Mother's Day, Father's Day. They'll hoover when they're not doing well. They'll hoover when they're bored. They'll hoover when they need something. They'll hoover when you're doing well, and they will also hoover when they see that you've moved on in your life. That's why people always say, oh, it's so weird. The minute I moved on, I'm hearing from the narcissist. Well, that's because that narcissist has been watching, all right? And the other thing I want to bring up to you guys is this. They don't necessarily need to just watch your page. They could be watching your friend's page, because maybe your friend is the one who's posting all the pictures and, things that you are doing with your friends. And so they're able to keep a tally on or tabs on what you're doing, because your friend has tagged you in pictures, and now they're seeing where you're going, what you're doing, if you're with somebody. And the narcissist knows, okay? The narcissist knows. The other thing that I want to point out is this. They will try to stay friends with you. Don't ever stay friends with a narcissist. They don't want to be your friend. They want access to you, okay? And if they can't be friends with you, they will try to be friends with your friends, all right? If they're a true friend, you tell your friend not to be friends with them, okay? Because that gets into sticky territory when your friend is friends with your ex-narcissist, all right? Because that narcissist is going to know everything that's going on in your life, and that is something that you don't want. So a true friend will not keep in contact with your ex-narcissist, all right? But a friend who could be narcissistic themselves and says, well, I know they're your ex, but they're my friend too, blah, blah, blah. That's not somebody who has your back, and keep that in mind. That's not somebody who has your back, and that's somebody who could, stab you in the back as well, all right? So, if you were friends with this person beforehand, and then they became friends with your ex-narcissist, and they don't want to unfriend them, they're not a true friend, just so you know, okay? And you may want to rethink whether you really can still be friends with this. But these are all the ways that a narcissist will try to hoover you, to try to get back in your life. And like I said, this could happen at any time. A narcissist can come back at any time. Don't think because you haven't heard from the narcissist in a few months that, they'll never be back, And don't think just because you may have exposed them or caused a big narcissistic injury, they wouldn't come back, because they can come back. And I've had them come back. I've had big fights with narcissists, and I couldn't believe that they came back and they tried me, all right? So if a narcissist is desperate for what you have and wants your supply, they will try you because they don't care. They have nothing to lose by trying you. They don't care. They don't care about you. They care about the supply. So they couldn't care less, what you think. What they care about is getting access to your supply. All right. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast, share the video, spread the awareness. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. I have limited time, limited availability, you guys, because I have this other project that is just sucking the life out of me, okay? I'm like going and have no time whatsoever. Also, check out my YouTube, over 7,000 videos. I have thousands of videos on narcissism for you to learn. Check it out at the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube. Facebook, Instagram for more is the Game EXP123, and TikTok is the Game Exposed. And have a great day.